So, well, today I'm southwest of Swan Hills, Alberta. I'm near a small lake right now, and I'm gonna drag my kayak a couple kilometers to the west towards Marigold Lake, hoping to get on the water tonight. I've been going for a little while so far. Once I get there, I'm gonna start thinking about making a shelter for the night, as it has been raining pretty good lately, and there's been quite a few lightning strikes across the lake there. I just want to settle in for the night somewhere easy, under a big spruce or something, make a quick lean-to. Fast forward 6 or 7 hours, and I'm at this lake south of Marigold Lake. About a 5 or 6 kilometer portage there, dragging the boat through pretty dense bush and cut lines. Rained the entire time, and really rained, poured non-stop. So the entire time it was raining, I was building shelter. And I took my time, I was patient, spent about 20 minutes kind of looking around for a suitable place. Didn't want to just jump on the first blown over log I found and build on that. Took the time to walk around and found a decent place. Decent place for 2 or 3 nights, but not for long term. There is a fair amount of bugs around here now that the rain stopped. But I'm going to head back to my lean-to, start building a bit of a bed, and try to rest my legs a bit. I've been in the rain non-stop for the past 6-7 hours. I'm actually not that concerned about food right now, or water. I did bring a bit of water, and my main priority, get out of the rain, build a shelter and get out of the rain, have a decent sleep, and gather some fire materials. So I'll worry about food tomorrow. So originally I was looking in this type of stuff for a shelter, and I'll show you what I ended up deciding on. So here's what I built in the past couple hours. So again, it's not much. There's still some problems in the back. Water's gonna seep through there. But I'm gonna work on it over the next couple days. If I can just slightly get out of the rain and stay somewhat dry tonight, I'll be pretty happy. Whenever I'm cutting wood, whether it's for firewood or spruce boughs, I try to cut them off a bit higher. That's so I don't jab myself, trip and fall on myself and impale myself. And I also blaze both ends. Kind of guides me back to my shelter. Okay, take 2. I didn't record that last time. Well, good morning. It was a bit of a rough sleep, soaking wet, and I basically just built a quick shelter to get out of the rain. It seemed to work all right. There was still rain dripping down through the spruce boughs. Better than being out in the open wind and rain. So today I plan on going out onto the lake looking for some plants to eat. Yellow pond lily is a pretty easy one to find, and the seeds are pretty good in it. As I was building my shelter last night, I was keeping an eye out for the plants around the area. So here we have horsetail, some Labrador tea. I think there's a piece of Labrador tea right in front of the camera. Colt's foot. Bunchberry, but they're not ready yet. Another couple weeks. Couple mites here. I've been finding all these little roots. Some of them are probably black spruce roots. Some of them could be from Labrador tea or other shrubs. And I'm trying to pick out the really thin ones. Just really thin strands. And I can actually twist this and make some rope out of it, and it's extremely strong when they're all twisted together. Here's some more spruce roots. Actually, this tree here will work good. Okay, so here's the finished product. Very tough. Could never pull that apart. So with this I could actually replace my shoelaces with this. I took some spruce roots out of the ground. There's still got moisture in them, still some water in there. Really flexible and extremely strong. So I tied it through the hatchet, tied a loop on it, and it's nice and secure now. Just you can pull on that, swing around. That's not going to break. So I'm just walking to my kayak on this small lake, and I stumbled across a cloudberry, and it's actually ripe. I'm kind of surprised. Now that is a nice treat. Okay, so I'm on the north side of the lake now, about to portage to the second lake. One more to go before Marigold Lake. It's climbing hill after hill in between lakes. At least it's a short distance. I'm about 70 meters from the next lake, dragging the kayak through this white spruce forest, and I just came across a patch of cloudberry. Not too many of them are ready, but for sure I want to take every one I can. Very good. Okay, I just came up to shore. Gonna jump out of the boat and drag it to Marigold Lake, and that's where I'll spend my second night. And it looks like just by fluke I got a nice camera angle. Just got stung by a couple hornets. 3 or 4 stings, it looks like. I was just going to set my camera up on that log, and then I felt a quick jab in my side. I walked right on their nest. Good thing it was only a couple stings. I can deal with that. It's when you get 16 or 20 or 30 that you start to have the real problems. I've kind of been stung so many times they don't affect me anymore. East end of Marigold Lake. Okay, so I'm back on land, north side of Marigold Lake. This time I'm going to try to use my kayak as part of the shelter. And it's going to rain any second, so I'm going to turn off the camera. It's day 3 Sunday, and I'm working on getting out here, following a cut line full of alders. I actually left my kayak at Marigold Lake after last night's rain. Just left it there. I'll come back another weekend and do another trip up here. But now I just got to get out of here, get back to the main road. Haven't had a whole lot of water to drink, and it's about 10 a.m. Sunday. That lake right behind me is the first one I camped at. Just passing by now on the cut line, going through some muskeg and swamps here. Well, that's another trip in the books. I'm back in my truck. Thanks for watching.